What's going on YouTube? This is Shademus99 bringing you a bit of a retrospective looking back on the most controversial Epic War game, Epic War 3. Man, I have had one hell of a history with this game. There was a point in time where I thought this game was really good. There was a point in time where I thought this game was really bad. And now I'm at a point in time where I'm kind of in the middle with it because this game is good, but it's also got a lot of issues. But a lot of issues is the perfect way to describe pretty much every Epic War game. I made a review video that was structured a lot differently than the previous review videos, where it focused more on the potential ideas that could be used for a remaster, which I think was a lot more helpful for last one. But the issue with that is that the video kind of came off as very forced, and my commentary wasn't very natural. And people said they enjoyed the video. It wasn't a bad video, but I did feel kind of bad. So I decided that I would do the discussion part of the video as more of a retrospective, as me just playing through the game and talking about it as I go along. I'm going to edit the crap out of this. I'm not going to leave a lot of the noise in, but basically I'm just going to play through the game and commentate on, you know, some of the thoughts I had whenever I first played it versus what I'm thinking about it now. And the first thing I'm already going to complain about is, what the hell is Vigriff holding? What is that? That looks like one of the hammers that firefighters use to, like, break car windows. Is Vigriff going to rescue a child trapped in a burning car? Everybody gets, like, these really cool swords. Everybody. The dude next to him has 2 swords, bro. And me, I have a hammer. I have a hammer and I'm ready to use it. Maybe that's why Vigriff is so cool. This is also one of 2 games where his hair actually, it looks cool. Also, he has a scar, which he just doesn't have in Saga. Way to go. This is supposed to be Grimtooth. Apparently. And what the heck is this? What is this? Why is there a hole in your stomach, dude? This is like symbolic for people with irritable bowel syndrome, or like really bad indigestion. This is symbolic for what it feels like. Anyway, enough rambling on the admittedly cool art for the 3rd game. Let's just jump into a new game. I have a new game plus, and you can see it probably says, oh no, it doesn't. I'm gonna play as Grimtooth. So this is my first point of discussion, alright? The game just throws you into a character select, and it hits you with 6 heroes. And it just says pick one. And I personally think that's kind of because, like, for a new player, you're going to get thrown into it, and it's going to be instantly overwhelming. At least I think it was. Whenever I first started to do this, my first episode of Epic War 3, I remember, like, it just threw me into it, and it was like, pick a hero. Grabbed me by the cuff of my shirt, pick a hero right fucking now. And I was just like, I don't know. I don't know, you know? Like, I don't know what hero to pick. They all look equally interesting. I mean, visually, he looks more interesting than the other ones do. With the second most interesting one either being you, because you got no freaking, you know, the eyes are supposed to be in the center of your head, right? Right, the center of your head. Like, your eyes are equal distance from the top of your head as they are from the bottom of your head. But no one told Gald. No one told Gald that. And honestly, I think we should keep the information from him, because he might be quite ashamed of himself if we tell him the truth. Rembrandt is, he looks kind of basic, and Vigriff also looks very basic. I called him Sir No Neck because his hair covered his neck. Me and my funny Epic War 3 commentary, holy shit. Holy shit, I was not funny back then. I'm not funny now, but we don't talk about that. This is the least interesting guy. He doesn't even have any details in his eye. He just has 2 white eyes and a really evil smile, and it's like, oh yeah, he killed Vigriff's dad. Okay, a little bit of lore. And that's the thing, there is lore in Epic War 3, and I kind of rap on Epic War 3 for not having very good lore. It does have lore. It's just very, very simple. It gives you a brief explanation of why the hero is here. It doesn't even really tell you why they're here, it just tells you a little bit about them. An evil creature hailing from a dark world. Grolberg wishes only to destroy human civilization. Okay, he wants to kill things. This is the guy that led a rebellion that killed Vigriff's dad. I guess Vigriff's dad was the corrupt king or something? Abe is a general dispatched from a faraway kingdom to expand the territory of his homeland. Makes sense. Gald is a barbarian who seeks to pillage the wealth of neighboring nations. Okay. Rembrandt is the son of a former king betrayed by Vigriff's dad. See, there's so much subtext, right? So the son of a former king betrayed by Vigriff's father. Where's the story on that? That sounds freaking cool. And then Vigriff, it says, with his father and his king killed in a rebellion, he seeks to reclaim the region that once belonged to his family. So I follow the belief that this game takes place after Epic War 5. Epic War 5 features Queen Etheria being the queen of all the realms, at least all of the realms in the human world. She takes particular interest in the Hell's Gate because she wants to ascend to become the ruler of more than just the realm that she currently inhabits. In this game, there is a lot of divide over who has what. There's a lot of dispute for land. There's a lot of dispute for life. I'm thinking that after Etheria was killed by Skull Knight in Epic War 5, the following was... Well, basically, what it would appear to be is that Vigriff's father attempted to take over at least the Epic War 3 map, which I'll show you the Epic War 3 map. At some point in time, Vigriff's father, who must have been a nobleman to Queen Etheria, took over this map, but without the queen to keep everybody in line. Because remember, the queen was influenced by the Hell's Gate, so she was extremely powerful and immortal. Nobody in this game is immortal as far as I'm aware. Even though Laz has confirmed it canon that certain species, like orcs, live longer than other species, like humans. It's been confirmed that, well, Etheria was the only immortal living on Earth, right? So she was killed by Skull Knight, who could have taken her spot because he's also immortal due to his magic. But he decided to just go and sit down and be a soy boy waiting for his master, right? So basically, Vigriff's dad, I'm assuming, tried to take control over everything since he was probably Etheria's, like, #1 nobleman or whatever. And then his dad ended up being really, really shitty. But I'm guessing Etheria was also kind of shitty, but people realized that Vigriff's dad wasn't immortal like Etheria was, so there quickly rose a coup to overthrow him, which was carried out by Trevor. I don't know how to pronounce his actual name. And then that just caused a whole bunch of chaos, and now we've got Epic War 3, which is on the ugliest map, by the way. I'm just gonna say it. Epic War 3 has an ugly fucking map. I can't even put into words how ugly this map. Okay, so this is the water, right? Water. What are you doing? This is the water. This is ice. And this is more water. These are mountains, these are mountains, these are mountains. And these are volcanoes, sorry. These are volcanoes. This map looks like it was drawn by a 3rd grader for a freaking art project. This map is so bad. I didn't even realize how bad this map was whenever I first started to, like, play this. Okay, like, this is ice, right? So does Grolberg also live on ice? Is this also ice? It's so... Like, these are trees, bro. They're literally triangles. I'm sorry, I'm harping too much on this, but, like, I did put in the recommendation video, the critique video, that they should redo the map, make it, like, 10 times bigger, have it to where you're placed in the map and you can, like, click to pan around and see all the kingdoms and stuff, and add a lot more detail. I think it is such a worthy endeavor because, man, this is such a unattractive map. I'll be completely transparent with you. Anyway, let's see what we've got. We've got Phantom Armors, Dwarf Boys, and a Comet. So, I can just equip these. Yep. So with my recommendation, your mana cost would only be relevant for your skills, right? And you could have unlimited mana for your units. The only issue is, since I'm currently level 1, I would only have access to the first 2 unit slots, which makes sense. I only have 2 units. And then, like, at level 5, I would get the 3rd one, and the 4th one would come later. And then, of course, the skills would just be the 6 unlocked skill cards, but there's a mana limit to the skills I can use because skills are actually pretty powerful. Also, I think what would be pretty neat, since all of these cards are blank, right? There's just empty space. I think it would be better to have a thing appear. Like, if I pan my mouse over it, there would be a little pop-up, and all the pop-up would say is how to unlock that card. It wouldn't tell me what the card is, but it would tell me how to unlock it. So, for example, right now my mouse is panned over where I believe the succubus is supposed to be, and all it would say, right, all it would say is reach level 10 with Vigriff. That's all it would say. And that's how you would know, okay, to unlock that I have to reach level 10 with Vigriff the Red. Okay, makes sense, right? And then you could do that for the spells as well. And then for, like, the Titans and for the secret spell, it could just be question marks. I think that would give players more of a direction towards, oh, I need to unlock this stuff. This is how I unlock this stuff. You can pan over and find the unlocks that have to do with the hero that you currently have. And I know some of these things you unlock without actually having to get to a certain milestone with your hero, like Epic Tank. I think you unlock Epic Tank just for beating a certain portion of the map. I'll keep an eye on when I unlock them, but I think it's like halfway through the map, Epic Tank just appears. It never tells you that you unlock it, but it just appears as something you can use. Anyway, let's enter battle. Ah, it's loud. Yep, I love the background music, but it's ear-piercing. Okay, so Epic War 3 has an interesting combat system, right? And that combat system is that I have hotkeys, and I can tell my units where to go. The first game to do this. It does it pretty well, I would say. I can just use the hotkeys to move them around. Ouch, dude, my frick eardrums. And it's pretty rudimentary, it's pretty simple. I don't have an option to select all units. At least, I don't think I do. I know that there's the all-ahead forward and the all-ahead retreat, which I think is hotkey X. Yeah, X and Z, right? But I can't use the A key to select everybody. A key and D key actually pans the map. Okay, so spells have cooldowns, right? So in Epic War 4, the spells do not have cooldowns per se. They have a mana cost, which arguably makes them better, but arguably kind of makes them worse in a lot of ways. I think that the spells in Epic War 3 are the best in the game. My god. I gotta get a whole army going. Why is this so hard on level 1? No! I needed him. Oh, well, I'll get him back in a couple years. So this is hard because this particular hero has centaurs and witches, and that makes him a challenge. Fortunately, I picked one of the heroes that has meteor, and my god, the comet is very underpowered. Ugh, without my hero, this is hard. Why? Interesting. You know, when you start the game with Viagriff, the game is easy. But I decided to start the game with someone who wasn't Viagriff, and, man, I'm realizing it. I'm feeling it now. I'm actually gonna lose. What the hell? What is this malarkey? My comet is so underpowered. Damn. Okay, well, yeah. I guess that just notes the challenge difficulty differences. If I started with Viagriff, it'd be easy cake, but I start with Grolberg, and the person next to Grolberg has centaurs and witches, and I'm suddenly struggling. You do get experience and money for losing, though, which I think is interesting. In other Epic War games, you can... You lose and you get nothing. I wonder what happens if you run out of castles. I want to know what happens if you run out of... I genuinely want to know what happens if you run out of castles. Guys? This is it. This is it. We're just going to run out of castles. We're going to let them kill me, and we're going to see what happens when I hit 0 castles. So the attack and defense system is pretty random, right? One kingdom attacks another kingdom, and it's kind of random as to whether or not they win or get conquered like that. And then also it's random how many people are going to attack each turn, which is fine. It's a very simple system. But like I said, the turn phase has a lot of opportunity to it that has not been fully realized. I think that there's 6 heroes on this map, right? Surrendered. There's a lot of heroes on this map, right? 6 to be exact, but they all feel the same, right? I mean, I'm getting my ass kicked by Trevor, but I'm just gonna let Trevor kill my last castle, see what happens. I don't think anyone's ever done this before, but there is a surrender option, which I think is really funny. Am I gonna get like a "you fucking suck" message? Oh no. It's over for me. Please, Trevor, kill me, I'm begging you. I don't want to do this. Trevor, please. Trevor. What if he just doesn't attack my last castle, ever? Trevor ever gonna attack my castle, Trevor? Trevor, it's like turn 8. I'm waiting patiently to die. My cheeks are spread and ready for you. Oh my god. It's so hard to lose in this game, but then again, the possibility of losing doesn't even exist in other games, right? So, what happens if you lose in this game? That is a weird thing to consider. Epic War 3 is the only game you can technically lose if you lose all your castles. But will I ever lose all my castles? Will they ever attack my last castle? Wait. If they don't attack my last... There's no challenge! There's no way to lose. If they never attack my last castle, then... Like... There's no risk. There's no risk of death. I'm never gonna get attacked, am I? Oh, that's insane! That is an interesting failsafe. Right, it makes it seem like you're fighting for your life, but in reality, you're not, because they'll never attack your last castle. Come on, I want to die. Please let me die. Please kill me. It's not gonna happen. Looks like Viagriff is gonna die. Looks like you're gonna die. Ooh, he's dead! He's not on the map anymore! I didn't get a "he was defeated" pop-up message. That guy's dead? He's dead. He ain't coming back. I didn't get no message for him being defeated either, because I wasn't the one that defeated him. Oh, Viagriff fighting back. Oh, wait. Oh, Viagriff. I guess I'll take this seriously. It's turn 18. Let's start playing this game for realsies. Also, I am on ice. Look at that. I can tell I'm on ice now because I'm fighting on my platform. I'm fighting on my own turf and not on Trevor's. So Grolberg has the most mana. I thought it was Viagriff, but Grolberg actually has the most mana out of any hero in the game. However, it seems like Grolberg has the hardest start to the game, right? Because Trevor, which is right next to him, has really good units, and I don't have very good units. Phantom Armors and my Dwarven dudes are not the best in terms of, like, fighting power, whereas they have, well, they had Centaurs and the Witches, the ranged units, which are the real powerhouses of this game, that can really carry, right? But in this case, it just has a couple of melee units. Well, now he has a... Oh, there's Centaurs in there. Oh, great. I just pissed everybody off. I sure am good at making enemies, huh? If only my tower had a giant crossbow on it that made this easy. Hey, go protect my hero. Ugh, my armies are horrible. Poorly trained hobblesmen that dream big. I don't know where I'm going with this. Look at the terrible health bar. Is he halfway dead? Is he 3/4 of the way dead? Is he only a quarter of the way dead? The world may never know. His health bar appears normal, but this health bar's stupid. This health bar bougie. Okay, seriously, why is this so difficult? Just freaking die. I just have to kill their hero unit. Kill this hero. Kill him. Yeah? He's dead, right? Right? I'm gonna be dead. Okay. No. I killed him. He's okay. I'm okay. Alright. Now, the hero's dead, so I just gotta let my hero heal, and then I should be able to push them all back. Easy. I think Epic Wars 3 is at its strongest at the beginning of the game, and I think this is pretty evident why. Because there's genuinely challenge, there's a lot of mystery, right? Because you got all these locked cards. You know, what am I going to unlock next? My army is small. I have to use what resources are available to me. I mean, there's so many little interesting quirks that make the beginning of the game really fascinating. But like with most Epic War games, the real fall off is towards the end, right? So, like, did I just one shot all of those guys? Oh, no, almost did. So I think that lessons learned, right, to help with the remaster, the lesson to learn is that try to make the end game as interesting and intriguing as the beginning of the game. And I think you can make every Epic War game significantly better, right? So the secret to winning this was just to kill the enemy hero before going in with a full-on push. Alright, I guess it's pretty easy. If I had half an IQ. It's almost like I've played this game before, but I just suck at Epic War games, and I didn't learn my lesson from playing it like 2 years ago. I can see off the screen, which I shouldn't be able to see off the screen. How does it look in OBS? What am I doing? Okay, that's what I'm doing. Yeah, I shouldn't be able to see off the screen, but I can. I should move my face cam to compensate, right? There. Now you can see off the screen, too. There's gonna be black bars on the side now. Yeah, I just had to kill the hero, and it was easy game. So, I shouldn't be able to see enemies off the map, right? Obviously. But, on that exact same side of that coin, the enemy should not be able to spawn units on the outside of the map. The units should spawn in the map, and they should stay in the map, which means that if they have to spawn under the castle, they should spawn under the castle. I think it's dumb that I can get shot at from a spot where I technically can't get to, and that I'm also technically not supposed to be able to see. Upgrade. Always upgrade Comet, as well as you and you. And you again. Okay. We're pushing back. We're right back where we started. I also always liked how the cities are named. No one ever talks about that. Saint-Dôme, Grave de Largue, Liver Steak. Have all these weird, like names with hyphens and then liver steak. End phase. That's pretty neat. I do like that little attention to detail. Am I going to get attacked again? It's only turn 19. I am being attacked again. It's always harder fighting in the defensive than it is on the offensive. I do notice that the enemy does tend to be more powerful when you're fighting them, whenever they're attacking you. So, that's interesting. It is a nice attention to detail that, you know... But then again, if I'm on the defensive, right, then personally in my mind, I feel like I should be the one with an advantage. They're coming to attack me. I should be the one that has the better stuff, you know? Which is why that whole, like, the whole faction thing I had with the idea in the video, Epic War 3 video, where two heroes would be aggressive people. So, for example, I'm Grolberg, so I would be aggressive. But if I was playing Trevor, I think Trevor was the tactician. He's tactical. Right now, Trevor would be doing really good against me because aggressive heroes don't fare well whenever they're playing defensive. Right, so right now I would be struggling a lot more because I'd have weaker units and slower respawn times and stuff, so... That's just something to, like, really add up some spice. I'm gonna try to get the hero's attention, but no one else's attention. That worked really well. Once their hero's dead, killing everything else should be pretty rudimentary. It is kind of silly that I can hit the enemy with a freaking comet and he just starts running at me and doesn't stop. I understand, like, it makes sense that they start running after you, because obviously if you got hit in the face with a flaming rock, you would probably not want to stand still and just deal with it, but, like... I mean, it just seems kind of weird that, like, I'm gonna defend this castle, that's my job. Okay, now I'm taking it personal because you hit me with a rock, and then you just get, like, really aggressive and you don't stop. I mean, it makes it easy to cheese. Epic War 4 fixed it a little bit, where enemy units would defend standing in different spots, but again, if you hit them with, like, arrows or something, they would just kind of take it. Which, honestly, that doesn't make sense either. If you get hit with a bunch of arrows, you shouldn't just stand there and be like, I'm fine. So this game does not allow you to disable blood and gore, and that can make it really laggy, and the reason why I'm playing it zoomed down is because I actually can't play the game in full screen like I want to. If I play it in full screen, it will lag miserably because of all the blood and gore everywhere. It's a very large contributing factor. Why do zombies have blood? I never thought about that. Why do zombies have blood? They're zombies. They don't have blood. Blood is reserved for things that are alive. Last one. The lore is stupid! There we go. I don't care about that. Those numbers need to rise faster, because I'm not about to sit there and stare at them forever. Okay, can I freaking get a new thing? Yeah, and of course, it makes so much sense to put the flaming hot fire land right next to the ice-cold Arctic. Right, my tongue hates me, bro. The geology. I don't know, geography. God damn it, I can't do it, man. The geology of this game is silly. Hero units dead. It's unfortunate that towards the late game, hero units kind of turn into memes because they're not strong enough to deal with anything on their own, but in the beginning of the game, the hero units actually kind of carries you pretty hard. Like, you need him to push forward and get an advantage. And it really does make a difference. I just wish the hero would scale up in such a way that even, like, later on in the game, he's pretty strong. But also, I wanted heroes to have a little bit more effectiveness, such as with the whole factions thing. I know I keep harping on the factions idea because it's just a really good idea. But the thing is that you could pan your mouse over the hero's icon up here, and a little pop-up would appear, right? And it would tell you what boosts you're receiving. So right now I'm attacking somebody, so and I have 3 castles, so right now the boost I would be receiving is plus 15% attack to all units, as well as like increased cooldown or something. And like if my hero dies, if Grimtooth dies, that advantage goes away. I will no longer be receiving 15% attack buff. I will not be receiving faster speed units or quicker cooldowns. That disappears when the hero unit dies. And that even applies to whenever I'm defending, you know? If I'm defending... Well, no, I think the defending thing, like... It wouldn't make sense that, like, I get disadvantages if I'm defending because I'm aggressive, and as I'm defending, I'm weaker. And if my hero dies, then that goes away, so I'm just playing normal again. I don't think that makes sense, so... I guess there would have to be certain caveats to that rule. But if I was being attacked by Grimtooth and I killed Grimtooth, then the enemy would lose their crazy attack bonuses, right? Got Centaur Archers. So where did that come from? Okay, let's check my status. Is that level 3? I got Centaur Archer. But from what? The game doesn't really make a point to tell me what I did to get it. It just tells me that I get it. And it's like, congratulations! Congratulations! And I'm just like, what did I do to earn you? Is it because I conquered 3 maps? Is it because I conquered 1 map that wasn't in my own territory? Or is it because I got to level 3? I don't know. Having centaurs does change the game, though. Ranged units clearly dominate Epic War 3. Ranged units, centaurs, witches, mermaids, and succubus. Those units absolutely dominate this game. Melee units don't do as well because they just can't take the beating from ranged units. I mean, like, just having 7 centaurs in the back, uncontested, just wailing upon enemies, like, it is gonna do so much for me, right? And that's a balancing issue. I think every game has disproportionate balancing for ranged and melee. Literally every single Epic War game. I don't think any of them were ever able to actually figure it out, how to make them balanced. Epic War 5, I think, came pretty close. But that was because the battlefield in Epic War 5 is pretty small, so there wasn't a lot of room for your ranged units to hide. So spell cooldowns, right? I kind of commented on how I think it's the best system in the game. Epic War 4's setup of spells is that you have to have a certain amount of mana to cast it, and as long as you have enough mana, you can just cast it over and over again. And Epic War 5, you have to have a certain unit that has that spell equipped, and then you also have to have enough mana to cast that spell. But Epic War 5 also had, like, buildings and stuff, which I thought was really neat. But what I'm trying to say is, I think Epic War 3's system of it just simply being on a cooldown, there's no cost to cast. I just need to have it off cooldown. It's simple, and I think spells should be simple. I think that the ability to throw 20 comets in Epic War 4 at once is pretty cool. It's a nice thing you can do, but I think it's a little unnecessary, I guess. Like, there are some points in time where, like, yeah, I want to shoot 3 volleys of arrows at once and save up mana to do it. And maybe that's okay. Is that a revenge wave? Oh, jeez. It's level 4, dude. Calm down. Like, I want to save up mana and activate all these spells, you know, but at the same time, there's something about the way the spells in Epic War 3 work that just make them so interesting. It feels like the game doesn't rely on spells, because the spells are game changers, sure, but at the same time, they're kind of like, they're not that impactful in terms. Well, they are impactful, but the time for them to come back means that while they're gone, you kind of just have to figure things out on your own, you know. Whereas in Epic Wars 4 and 5, you can always count on having a spell ready just in case. Dare I say, in Epic Wars 4 and 5, your spells sort of become the crossbow from Epic War 2. If you really stop and think about it. Especially Epic War 4 with the overpowered time stop and like invincibility, but we're not gonna go there right now. Damn, Trevor, you really should have killed me while you had the chance. Now I bet you really regret it, don't you? He thought I was of little threat, but it turns out I was merely hiding my true tactics from him. And now that I've shown him my cards, he has no choice but to die. Yeah, Comet is probably the best spell in the game, because it's such a quick cooldown, and it helps deal with these really annoying ranged units. Like I said, ranged units kind of carry this game. Comet being able to pick them off like that, or at the very least stun them, knock them up into the air. I mean, other spells can do that, but like level 4 Comet is like a 12-second cooldown, whereas other spells that are like for offense have like 60-second cooldowns. So like the difference is it's huge, and it's significant. I think Comet's probably like you can either start the game. Your spell starting is usually Comet or it's Meteor, right? Or fuck, it's Comet or it's Heal, and Heal is good, but it's not nearly as good as the Comet is. Like there's not even a competition, honest to God. If you try to compare the two of those, you're smoking some of that devil's lettuce. I never noticed there's a... Oh, you can't see it because of the face cam. Maybe mine has one? There was like a dragon on top of the castle. That was cool. I never noticed that up there. It's usually hiding behind this little map up here, and I moved it a little bit, and there's like a little dragon up there. That was sick. Revenge Wave? I know that other castle have a Revenge Wave, but this one didn't. How strange. So at this point, Grimtooth is still not level 5, so he would still only have 2 unit slots. But he'll get to level 5 soon. I mean, at this point, 5 castles. I feel like Grimtooth should be at level 5 by now, but he's still at level 4. At level 5, he unlocks something. I don't remember what it is, but he unlocks Trevor fighting back. This is his last castle. His last chance to push back. This is his everything or his nothing. So I'm expecting this to be tough and challenging. You can see there's a freaking dragon up there, bro. I never noticed there was a dragon. That looks sick. That's awesome. The little details you only notice after playing the game 600 times. That is a nice little touch, though. I definitely think unit control in this game is it's almost unnecessary. I think that the only things you ever really need to do is charge and retreat. The only unit that you actually kind of need to babysit is your hero, because you can click on him and make him run back to heal. Other units, it doesn't really make sense to heal, unless it's like a Titan or something. And if they dies, it'll just respawn, and honestly, it's easier to just click X and watch them all run forward, and only ever hit Z if, like, the Revenge Wave is really strong and I want to, like, back up before everyone dies. But other than that, there's, like, no need for, like, having individual control of units or anything like that. The whole control part of the game feels very simplified. I won't say it's unnecessary, because it's not unnecessary. Ow. But in Epic War 4, I definitely think that the maneuvering your units was a much bigger deal. Is this a Revenge Wave? I didn't hear the gong, but I guess it's just a Revenge Wave. Something interesting to note is that you do receive a hero survive bonus, which means that if your hero doesn't die, you'll get an additional $10,000, which I think is actually quite nice. Especially early on in the game, $10,000 can make a pretty significant difference. Or, I'm sorry, gold. 10,000 gold. So it actually is kind of worth it to keep your hero alive, you know? He's level 5. Did I get anything? I'm guessing the Centaur is his level 3 upgrade. Maybe it could be his level 5 upgrade instead. I don't know. But it's time to erase Trevor from this world. I'm sorry, Trevor. You've got to die. I'll tell you what, this game has a lot of randomness in terms of, like, just how things work. For example, some troops run faster than other troops of the same time. Like, these 2 Centaurs, right, that are right here. One of them was running faster than the other one was. Their movement speed varies. But also, the likelihood that they get launched into the air by my Comet is... It's random. They don't know if it's going to happen or not, or if it does a critical hit is random. And critical hits do make a pretty significant difference. Like, there's a spell later on that makes it to where you get guaranteed crit hits, but like, it does a lot of randomness to it, like especially with like the movement speed. And I think randomness is good, and I think that in this game more than any other game, it really does like show the inconsistencies in very, very like minor things, like how fast enemy units are running. I think it's good. I actually think I think I prefer that more than the Epic War 4 system of things being very consistent, you know? But I do think you could make an argument that, you know, super inconsistent stuff is kind of annoying and it detracts from what should be a strategy game. You know, you put the more stuff you put in random chances hands, the more annoyed players might tend to get. But I think these are things that are minor enough that it actually adds a bit of spice to the game. It's not the same every time, especially with units that are like moving faster than others, and your Comet might get a lucky double, triple crit hit and just kill a bunch of units instantly instead of just knocking off half their HP. I mean, that's the kind of stuff that's like, hell yeah, that happened, but if it doesn't happen, you're just like, oh well. If even that, you know? I got bombers. For what? For defeating someone? Bombers aren't even that good. I don't even want them. They suck. Worst unit in the game. Well, I can't even say that they're the worst unit in the game, because there is units that are worse than them. Or if not worse, then equally as bad. So as you can see, Gald doesn't really have any good units, at least not right now. I don't remember Gald having anything crazy good. He killed the guy that had Yetis. Abe, I think? Yeah, I think it was Abe that has all the Yetis. Yeah, he's dead. So I'm not gonna see any Yetis throughout this playthrough. But I mean, just Phantom Armor. Phantom Armors do a lot of damage, but they're like glass cannons. That's the thing. That's their thing. Right? They do heavy damage, but they're kind of weak, and they die very fast, which I think is a lot more important than how much damage they can dish out. I want a unit that can like take a shot, you know, and keep going. And as much as I appreciate Phantom Armor for being able to like dish out a bunch of damage, I do think glass cannon units are important, because it does give you a reason to kind of like micromanage them. Like, yeah, if I put my Phantom Armor straight to the front, they're just gonna get one shot. So I'm gonna put them in the back, right? Wait until like I push forward a little bit, put up a skill or a spell or whatever to give them more defense, and then move in with them so that they can start dishing out damage. I mean, that would be something interesting to consider. That might give the game a little bit more meaning with the maneuvering units and such. Now here comes the Revenge Wave slaughter. The Revenge Waves come out like crazy, but they just die. Like, they don't have the means in which to get to my units. And it's already bad, and it's simply because centaurs are mowing the grass with them, basically. But imagine whenever I have witches and succubus and stuff back there that are and epic tanks that are just absolutely eviscerating these Revenge Waves as they come out, and the frame rate will just tank as all these units are just getting slaughtered. It's kind of beautiful, but at the same time, it's kind of sad, I guess. Like, it doesn't feel balanced, and it definitely doesn't feel like right. Isengard entered battle. I would love to enter battle. I would love to clap Gold's cheeks. Gold, you look a lot like the other guys I've killed, but I will end you nonetheless. How coincidental. Gald looks just like the enemy, considering he's going to meet the same fate as them. Oh! Whoa. He's actually got quite the formidable army here. Should I be worried or afraid? You know what would be an interesting idea? You've got the forward button, which is like an all-ahead charge, and then the retreat button, which is like an all-fall back. But what if there was like a defend button, where if you click the defend button, the units will stop where they are, and they'll fight if they can. If there's an enemy within like a very short range of them, they'll fight. Or if not, then they'll stand still. What if that was an option, right? Because like right now, half my army is like really aggressive, and the other half is like standing there because there's a certain radius to which they can like detect an enemy, and then they'll just immediately go after him. But what if you could set it to where all your troops are defensive, so that instead they would be a little bit more cautious about just running in and going crazy with their weapons? What if you made that an option that the player could enable? Like, click any card above and then click the map to command your units to the specific spot. This text doesn't need to be here. It doesn't. I mean, it doesn't. Like, like, I get that it's there for, like, the first 20 seconds of the level or whatever, but, like, one, you could put it down here. Oh, yeah, I mean, you could put it like down here, or you could just not have it at all. And you could reserve this spot to put more buttons that you could have. Like, for example, aggressive, defensive buttons. Like, you want your units to be really aggressive? You want them to be really defensive? Do you want them to charge? Do you want them to fall back? I do like how fast units heal. If a unit is standing still, it heals. And it's like that in 4 and 5, and, well, they don't really stand still in Saga. No, that doesn't apply in Saga. In 3, I like it because they heal fast. And it feels too fast, but it also feels really good to just see the health bar starting to move to the right really fast. I don't know what it is about it. I think that the slow healing time... I like Lasblin's idea saying that the closer you are to your own castle, the faster you heal. I think that's good. But I can't deny Epic War 3 has a really good system for healing. Probably my favorite system for healing. And now watch as this Revenge Wave comes out and it just hits a brick wall because of the centaurs. Well, okay, yeah, I mean, look, like, nothing is even getting close enough to get a shot off. Everything is just getting pelted. Okay, the Yeti has a lot more health, so he can get away with it, right? I could even add in a Comet for good measure, but it doesn't matter how many units you stack on top. Well, I mean, it might matter now because I don't have any crowd control units like Succubus or Epic Tank. So they are actually slowly gaining on me. I might actually have to back up here. Am I gonna have to back up? I have a bomb. Look at the bomb. The bomb. Oh, the bomb got hit. Nah, his life was wasted. See, if I had Succubus, this would be a different fight, but I don't, so... This is why it's better to start with Vigriff! Centaur, run if you know what's good for you. That Centaur was flirting with death. Oh no, an army of zombies. This is problematic. Zombies are probably like the 4th worst unit in the game. They're just so slow. The speed is a valuable thing, you know? And zombies just don't have it. And you can just really see my frame rate slowing down, and you look at all the body parts flying everywhere and all the puddles of blood everywhere, and you might get an idea of why my frame rate is kind of tanking. I didn't realize level 1 bomber you only get 1 bomb. Are you freaking kidding me? That's so tragic. I thought you would get more than 1 for level 1. Look, there he is. The lone bomber. Oh, he's so bad. Oh, wait, he might actually do something. He'd made it! Oh, he made it! Yetis are actually pretty good in this game. I guess they weren't that bad in Epic War 4 either, but... I mean, they weren't anything special in Epic War 4, but in this game they actually have quite a bit of health. I just wish that they didn't get stunned so easily. Units get stunned way too easily in this game. You know, whenever he's about to attack and he's like, ah, my eye. It's like, I get you're getting shot in the face with arrows, man. But that doesn't give you the excuse to cover your face, you know? I don't care if you want to protect yourself. Slam the ground and then protect your eyes. I got Thunder Spark. Thunder Spark? I know what that is, but... Wow! I got this? Why did I get... Oh! Oh, that's why it overlapped. The two messages overlapped. That's why I looked weird for a moment there. I have Thunder Crystals and Thunder Spark. Was that for leveling up to 10? 11. And now I have 2 of the shittiest units on my team. I have the horrible bomber and I have the shitty crystal. Let me tell you something, right? This is weird because you can see the red and then you can see the colors of the other card backs. I think it's weird because why can't I, like, filter it? I could, like, click on purple and the purple cards I have would appear. I can click on green and I can cycle through all my green cards, you know? Like, I think that makes more sense than the current system where I just have to click until I find the one that I'm looking for, you know? I mean, and that does make sense because later on in the game, you do get quite a few units, right? Last one said this is the worst Epic War map. And, yeah, I can kind of see. This map looks like it's very poorly... You can, like, see some of the sketch lines and stuff still on the... Why does this hill have a wart? It has acne. Yeah, this map is kind of weird. So I have a new spell. Lightning Shock. That'll be fun. as well as my Lightning Crystal, which moves slow, doesn't do a lot of damage, and I guess it has okay health, but like the whole point is that it doesn't do a lot of damage, and it's not really worth the cost that it takes to purchase it, and it's definitely not worth one of the 6 unit slots that I have. But due to a lack of better units, or any other units for that matter, I have no choice but to use him. He'll contribute someday, just not today. I remember being a really big fan of the Thunder Crystal and the Heal Crystal. And I remember I tried so hard to make them work. Like, I really wanted them to work. But they just don't work, man. They are not good. They are just not good. I just don't think that they are good units, period. I don't think there's a use for them. I think their design is sick. I think that in theory they could be amazing, especially with like my chain lightning thing where lightning crystal zaps one unit, and then if there's another unit next to it, it'll also get zapped. I also like thunder crystals from Epic War Saga. I think that as long as those crystals can attack, they're actually pretty good too. Where it has like this big area of effect around it, and anything inside of it gets zapped. What if this crystal had that, where it had a visible area of effect around it, zaps units, but if the unit is zapped and it's next to a unit that's not in the area of effect, that unit will also get zapped, and it'll spread like a lightning bolt. It'll spread through the enemy army, and it has a very high chance to stun as well as just doing a bunch of damage. I think, yikes! I think that it could actually be pretty damn good. Thunder Crystal, protect me! Thunder Crystal are actually doing a lot of damage right now. Oh, I have thing. I should be using my spells. I'll wait for the next revenge wave. Thunder Crystal, you're all I have left. I'm gonna have to get out of there with Grimtooth. The Thunder Crystal's dead. Piece of crap. This is one of those issues where I wish units would just charge off the spawn. My whole army was back here waiting, and I didn't realize it, so my push got stopped because I don't have my whole army up there. And now everyone has to come back. God damn it. Why? Epic War 4 fixes it, at least. I hope that last one fixes that in his remaster of the third game. I think the craziest part about the Lightning Crystal is that it cost more mana than the damn Succubus. It cost 350 and Succubus cost 290. It just goes to show, like, what were the developers thinking when they made the Thunder Crystal? Like, what was their thought process behind it, you know? What in their mind made it better than Succubus? And I just can't get my head wrapped around it. I mean, it's slow, it doesn't do any damage, it's just so not worth anything. But it's more valuable than the Succubus. The Succubus, the most powerful unit in terms of firepower in the game. The most powerful unit in general is the Centaur. But, you know, that's because mana is a thing. Come on, come on, come on! End game? Hurry up and end. Magic Cannon. See, I get it after getting halfway through the map. It looks like I'm about halfway, and I got the cannon. And the cannon spells the beginning of the end for the enemy. Wait, I also got this. When did I get Black Knight? I can afford him if I take out the damn expensive-ass crystal. Oh my god, I'm set. This is where things start to get really interesting. I can actually upgrade Comet to level 5. God, I'm gonna do it. Comet is so good. 8-second charge time! Yeah, I mean, this is the part of the game where I feel like it's at its most fun. Because I'm starting to, like, get really good shit. And, like, the pacing is starting to really pick up. And I'm starting to really feel that energy. Unfortunately, it's all downhill from here. But this is the kind of part... This is the part of the game where I genuinely, like, am having a great time. Getting these new units. Getting the new units is definitely a big part of it. Unlocking the new stuff. That's definitely, like, a huge contributing factor. So yeah, say hello to Epic Tank. One of the better units in the game. He absolutely slaughters revenge waves. Because of his insane knockback, or crowd control attack. Now, the caveat with Epic Tank is that his projectile is random. It might go really far out, it might stay really close, and it's noticeable, but I don't think... I know they made the projectile random in terms of how far it goes to kind of tone down how strong the Epic Tank is, but it just isn't enough. Epic Tank is so strong. Because on the off chance that it does hit something, like, it is ridiculous if it happens to hit something. And the thing is, right, is that Epic Tank's gonna sit, like, right here where my mouse is at, and fire a projectile that could go anywhere from here to, like, here. And there's always gonna be units standing there, so even though the chance of, the projectile is kind of random, it's still, like, got a very high chance of hitting something. Making it probably one of the best units in the game. Like, look at that. Bam! And it just sends that zombie to Agartha, you know? But then that one, that one was like, eh. It just went a little ways. I like how the tank kind of squeezes, like it's having to, like, the cannonball out, you know? Like, Okay. Wait for the rest of my army to get here because they like to wait at spawn instead of being aggressive. You can really see the frame rate starting to be unhappy. All the blood everywhere, all the body parts. If only you could disable it, this would be a lot smoother. Also, these revenge waves are so full of shit. But all the units, and they all just die before they can even get to me. They all just die because look at that. I mean, look at them go. Performing freaking circus acts and shit. Oh man, Epic Tank is glorious. Gloriously overpowered. At level 3 you get a second one. And then at level 5 you get a third one. Totally worth it, by the way, just to spam upgrades for them. Totally worth it. It's that good. Anyway, this game is going to be coming to a close sooner than later. It doesn't get any harder. That's the thing. The late game does not get harder than the early game. You get enough stuff that late game becomes kind of... I mean, the introduction of a Titan on the last level... The Titan's kind of tough, I'll be real with you, but it's not, like, impossible. So to look back on Epic War, shall I say, is this the worst game of the 5 other than 1? No, this game's fun. This game's actually a lot of fun. If you're not playing to unlock everything. If you're playing to unlock everything, this game sucks. If you're playing for the experience, you just want to run through it and then try out the Cave of Trials, and then it's fun, you know? This is when the game is great. It's whenever you try to go and unlock everything that this game just turns into a pile of crap. So I definitely think it's very clear what the focus should be in the remaster of this game. In terms of, like, what needs to be worked on. The replayability is the thing that needs to be worked on, you know? The combat's pretty good. The units balancing is not great, but it's also not terrible. Yeah, there's definitely worse unit balancing in other games. But this game did a decent enough job. It's just that replayability and making it not feel like I'm doing the same thing over and over again. That different experience, you know? Okay, these cannons are missing quite a few shots. I will say. Oh, that one's not going to miss. That one's going right for them. And there they go. Oh, that'll be a value comet. Man, that comet just killed so many things. Oh, Epic Tanks are just crushing. Look at that bomb. Oh, my goodness. There's like no physics in this game. Nothing. Everything weighs nothing. I'm launching even large. That Yeti is getting launched just as high up as the fucking Phantom Armors. The Phantom Armors don't even have physical bodies. It's a spirit-wearing armor. Right, so it's like getting launched equally as high up as this Yeti that probably weighs like 2,000 pounds. The gravity on this game just doesn't make any sense. And Epic Tanks are just gonna keep juggling. Like, this is literally like juggling units. And they can't do anything. They literally are just subject to my freaking horrible torture. Until they all die. Invincible spell? You want to give me that? I'll take it. I'll take your invincible spell. I guess I can also take out you and put this in. 190,000 and we've achieved OP Epic Tank status. I'm being attacked! How dare you! I'll destroy you! How does my comment almost one-shot this melee unit? One of the more powerful melee units almost gets one-shot by an 8-second cooldown spell. I mean, that's ridiculous. Melee units have no defense, man. They really don't. Like, they're made of cardboard. Even at this point, like, enemy hero unit is just about to get turned into shredded cheese. Eventually. Oh, well, enemy hero unit's about to experience physics. A lot of centaurs. Lots and lots of centaurs. Mind you, I don't even know if I would have the comment by this point if I had started with the heal spell. So, yeah, imagine trying to play through all of this without a freaking comment. Honestly, the most strategic part of Epic War 3 is comment placement. Where to drop your freaking comment at. For the most value. Most of the time it's pretty obvious, like, yeah, hit the witch. Instant death. Other times it's like, do I wait for the revenge wave to come out and then comment, or do I try to, like, time it? That's where the strategy really comes into play. I guess. I wouldn't even say Epic War 3 is really that strategic of a game. There's so many centaurs. Why are there so many centaurs? Oh my god. This is the most valuable comment I've ever thrown. Oh my god, that's a lot of dead centaurs. Here they come. Lightning! Blast! Alright, get the comet ready for the next one. Oh god, comment on these freaking centaurs. Jesus Christ. That's a lot of centaurs. I didn't even kill them. They're so strong because it's a revenge wave centaurs. I'm afraid! Except for that part where I'm not because my invincibility is about to come up. Invincibility on the ridiculously long cooldown. God, that combat just killed everything. God damn. I do quite enjoy it whenever a unit goes airborne, and if it gets hit while it's airborne, the physics just goes crazy. And it'll just go cartwheeling across the map, and sometimes, I mean, it's... In some situations, like, it's entertaining, I'll give it that. It doesn't make much sense, and it's very unrealistic, but it is very entertaining. Damn! They sent out so many units for revenge waves, man. It's crazy. This is actually crazy. Most of them just get launched up into the air by Epic Tank. But these centaurs, there's so many centaurs. My frame rate is so bad. But I'm holding on. I'm holding on because Epic Tank is crazy. Thunder Crystal absorbing the damage? I don't think he's absorbing all the damage, but that's a funny thought. Thunder Crystal, the MVP of my team. He's dead. I saw his little icon disappear. Oh, I won. Hey! We're getting 2 seconds of frame, but I did it anyway. Yeah, 3,300 mana. Nice! Vigorous Max is at 3,200 mana, and I'm not even at level 30 yet. I'm at level 28. Ha ha ha! Alright, oh no, let me kill you. Sorry, Gald. I kind of wiped out your entire freaking bloodline, your culture, your civilization. I might have taken all your women and children. And I might end your life now. I hope you don't take any of that personal, though. It's just business. Show yourself, Revenge Wave. I've got a salty surprise in store for you. Nice. Show yourself, Revenge Wave. I'm gonna time it. It's gonna spawn right as it hits. Damn it! I mistimed it. Oh, it'll be back in time, though. Watch. I got this. I'm basically a professional. I got this. Pro Epic War 3 player. Watch. Now I God damn it. Hit the bombs! I think I hit most of them. Okay, none of them got to my melee units. That's good. Very, very nice. Come on. Come on, invincibility? You've been at max forever? Can I use you now? Thanks. It would be cool if you could double-click on this. My mouse is spanning over it. If you could, like, double-click and it would take you to that part of the map. Like, if I wanted to see what these worthless units in the back are doing, I could just double-click and go and look at them. But, I don't know. That's just another suggestion. A suggestion to add to the list of thousands of suggestions. Yeah, I'm already starting to feel the repetitive nature of Epic War 3. It's just push forward, deal with the slow frames, kill the enemy castle, move on, do it again. Poor Gald. At least he got a defeated screen. Abe didn't even get that courtesy. Wow, 3,500? I didn't even know he got that much mana. That's crazy. Ooh, it's over. It's ovaries. Fight auto. You shouldn't even give the option of fight auto. You should give me the option of fight or surrender. Fight auto was just weird. Fight or surrender? Oh, what the hell? What is this? Did you steal these from Viagriff? Ugh. I sure would appreciate these. It is pretty cool. I've made it all the way to the late game, and these are units I've never seen before, and now all of a sudden, you know, I'm seeing them for the first time, and they're terrifying. Kill all succubus on sight. One of them tried to slip through. I don't think so. Killed the Dragon Rider, too. Oh, their hero does not look like he's doing too hot. Their hero needs to be to the right of my army and not in the middle of it. This is the first time I've seen Taurus Oxen in this game as well. I have not seen these guys yet. This is the first. That's pretty neat that I can make it all the way to the end of the game and see units I've never seen before. I don't think I give that enough appreciation. As to a player who's playing this for the first time, making it as far as they've made it, and then seeing new units like that, I mean, that's cool. And it does vary based off of your experience, based off of the hero you picked. I picked Grimtooth, so I'm not going to see Viagriff's units until I get to Viagriff, or I'm the guy next to Viagriff. I can't remember his name for the life of me. A little bit of strategy here, just healing up and letting more units spawn before I go in and attack this castle, because I know it's going to be a doozy. I got 3 epic tanks. What am I worried about? 3 epic tanks, man. It's going to be a sad day for anything that tries to come out of this castle and fight me. Yeah, I mean, just look at the value the epic tanks bring, dude. And if I had Succubus, it would be even more consistent destruction. Like, it's crazy. It is actually just freaking insane how good the crowd control units are. My god. I forgot how insane it is. Oh. Wait, this game has achievements? What the hell? Oh, but you're not going to tell me how I get the achievement, are you? I mean, this is sick, I guess, but, like, I unlock the achievement, but there's no explanation on how to get the achievement, so what's the point of this anyway? That's strange. What happens if I click walkthrough? It's gonna open a freaking link, are you kidding me? Epic War 3 walkthrough on Congregate. That's so... Bro, you're gonna fight me again? That's it, I'm done with this guy's shit. He's annoying me. Succubus! Ah, Succubus are crazy. That's so much damage, and only a couple of them did that. Fortunately, my invincibility is up right now, so at least I'm not dead, but, like, damn. That's just goes to show how strong Succubus are, man. Ah, Succubus! I see him back there. There's a bunch of them. I can't hit him because my Comet's still on cooldown. Come on, Comet. It's 8 seconds. The longest 8 seconds of my life. 8 seconds turns into 30 seconds when the frame rate's this freaking bad. Ooh, that Comet was value. Dude, what's in here? What's in there hitting me? There's something in there. It's right here. What is in here? I see it on the... Oh, it's dead now. What the hell was that? That wasn't right. That was abnormal. That was unusual. I didn't like that. Ooh, Succubus, he got too close. Yikes, all my centaurs are dead. I gotta retreat. My centaurs just... Okay, game! Okay, computer! I should have retreated when I had the chance, but my computer said no, the game needs an unfair advantage. Run, Grimtooth! What are you doing in the air? Get out of there! This is bad. I mean, I say it's bad. I'm gonna win, but like this is bad. Epic War 4 revenge waves were like, oh, I might die. Epic War 3 revenge waves are like, oh, this might minorly inconvenience me. No, don't blow up the epic tanks. Can I save the epic tanks? I would like to. They need to keep retreating, but everybody else needs to get aggressive. There we go. Protect the Epic tanks at all costs. They are literally the most powerful things in my team. Now Epic tanks, turn around and fire. Fire right back. They weren't expecting this. Damn, I hate Succubus so much. She is such a menace in this game. Ooh, but so is Epic Tank. When two Titans... Well, when two not Titan Titans collide, this is what you get. Why is this one so strong? Sometimes they just get one shot, and other times they just eat damage until I have to, like, go up to them and beat them up with my hero to kill them. Like, I don't know what the hell it is, like, with their HP being so random sometimes. That one just went, oh, slightly inconvenienced. I'm gonna... And then other ones are like, 1 meteor to the face, no problem. 2 meters to the face, easy day. 3, only a quarter of the way dead. I don't understand it. I don't understand what the difference is. Okay, this one has a lot of HP because it's a protector, right? So you're gonna just take that one to the back of the head, right? If that, yeah, not even that, because I'm just terrible at this game. I'm gonna hit the Succubus slightly from behind and hope she gets launched towards me. That didn't work. Well, I mean, she's gonna get launched regardless. It doesn't really matter where. I do genuinely enjoy playing this game. I think I was a bit unfair with it when I gave it a really terrible score afterwards. It's just, the way I played the game was the not fun way to play it. And, I mean, even at this point, the game is becoming less fun and more freaking grindy. I mean, not even grindy. It's just the slow fucking frame rate, because I can't disable blood and gore. That's killing it for me. But, like... It's at this point where it's like, yeah, it's getting hard. The game's getting harder, but it's like all the fighting takes place under the enemy castle and not anywhere else on the map. Like, I don't know. You know, I don't know. These spells get so expensive so fast. 1.32 million? God damn, dude. I'm not saying expensive spells are bad, but I'm saying that expensive spells that are that expensive are pretty fucking bad. Oh god, this is one of those succubus that'll just take it and keep going. This is a problem. I'm already afraid of you. I'm gonna sacrifice my entire army just to come up and kill this one unit. See, that one took one and she's like hanging on by like a thread, and this one's just getting slapped around and abused and beat down, and it's literally like a halfway dead, a quarter way dead. I can't tell with these shitty health bars. Bruh, kill that damn succubus. It's beating my entire army's ass. I can't do it. I can't beat the succubus. It's too strong. It's too strong, bro. Oh! Well, there goes her body parts. Yay! I'm a horrible person. Yeah, phantom armors just can't stay alive, man. They need to stay alive if they need to be usable. I'm not going to be micromanaging the shit out of them because they don't even do that much on their own to begin with. I just want them to live. That's all I want them to do is to survive. And now there's 3 out of 12. And I'm halfway across the map. I'm not even at their castle yet. Like, why don't they just have more... I get they're glass cannons, but like... Glass cannon is a concept that just doesn't work with this game. And I'll tell you why glass cannon doesn't work for this game. It's because this game has so many units and just a ridiculously large number of units that do cleave damage. Damage that... Oh, wait. It only stopped on one AirPod. Damage that hits everything. Instead of just one specific unit, it hits all the units. There are so many units that do cleave damage. And the cleave damage is a problem because I want my phantom armors to live, but it's hard for them to live when everything hits them, hurts them, and kills them, you know? That's where I draw the line with that problem, is that fundamentally, in this game, they just don't really work. If there was more point damage as in one attack that hits one unit instead of just nothing but cleave damage, it would be a lot easier for phantom armors to actually, like, stay alive. But since they get hit by every single attack, since every single attack just randomly hits everything in an area of effect, they just don't feel very viable. They're so weak. They die so fast. See, one cannonball should not be able to launch their entire freaking army into the air like that. It's one attack from one unit, and it just sends every single one of them airborne. It's insane how good it is. And I'm not normally one to complain about how good something is, but, like, that's ridiculous, man. It literally just sends them, like, it's like confetti. Like, look at it, it's like confetti. I just turned the enemy team into confetti. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Epic tanks are so good. Wow. I don't even know what's going on anymore. I just see Succubus and I know they must die. Oh no, I'm getting overwhelmed by Dragon Riders. Dragon Riders are actually decent units. Well, they're dying as they land though, so maybe not. They're decent units when they're not in the air. But I could say that about most units. Am I gonna be able to kill this castle? I don't even know. I don't have any more melee units. They're all dead. Oh wait, I have one dwarf! I have one dwarf! Look at him go! He's a hero! Or he's actually a hero. What the heck? Look at this dwarf! He doesn't care! Oh. Well, I mean, he will be remembered as the dwarf who could. I am literally hanging on by a freaking very thin thread. My hero. I need him to heal. The only time I've lost my hero this entire run is the first level, whenever I just got my ass beat. I haven't lost him since. I'm going to try to keep that up until the end. I do need melee units to kill the enemy castle, I'm realizing. Ranged units just don't do much damage to the castle. That's the one use for melee units, I guess. And I mean, the melee units do help my centaurs not die, but as you can see, my centaurs have done pretty good with little to no melee units. They've been okay, you know? They're far enough away that they don't just get wiped clean. And my epic tanks clear the way enough that units can't really get close enough to hurt them, even though there's no melee units protecting them. My epic tanks can protect them. No late game unlocks. I unlock all the stuff I'm going to unlock halfway through the game. Which is dumb. I should definitely be unlocking stuff at the end of the game, too. Because now it's like a sludge just to get to the last two. There is the occasion where I'm like, hey, I'm not doing too good. Am I going to be okay? And then I just see the entire enemy team go flying into the air. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm going to be okay. I'm just overthinking it. I mean, these Dragon Warriors are great, right? But they're getting launched 20, 30 feet into the air. The dragon itself probably weighs 2,000 pounds. The guy riding it weighs probably a good 250 pounds, and the axe he's wielding probably weighs a good 60 pounds, maybe. Pretty heavy dude, but he's still getting launched 20, 30 feet into the air by a... He's getting launched into the air higher than the castles, so you know he's getting launched like 30, 40 feet into the air by a single cannonball. Just think about that for a moment, yeah? I actually have a full army attacking this castle. Its health is dropping pretty quick. And those bombers, about this one more bomber out at immortality time. You see my big, angry, white imp? Yeah, he's here and he means business. He's going to give everybody the power of strength beyond measure. Strength beyond calculation. So much so that the only calculation that they're going to ever get is 0. Well, all of the revenge waves have already spawned. Okay. I don't know. I don't think I'm immortal anymore. I don't think it lasts that long. But damn, I have done some serious damage. These, what are they even called? The freaking horse dudes I got are actually really good if all of them are there. Like, together, they're actually really powerful. It's just whenever there's one or two of them, they kind of get bullied around. But like, I've got a full composition right now. Some of them are airborne, but that's okay. Some of the enemies airborne too. You know, everybody's airborne. Maybe maybe you should remake Epic War 3, but it's just flying units that are in the air the entire time. Like, no one ever touches the ground unless they're dead. Make that happen. It's in spirit with Epic War 3, you know? I'm not sure what's going on anymore. It gets to a point where there's so much blood and gore and body parts and freaking decapitated limbs and stuff everywhere that I've just got no idea what the heck is happening. All I know is that somehow the majority of my army lives. And this enemy castle's almost dead. Once again, like, I think my army's doing okay. I know, okay, they're in the air. One of them is at least 80 feet into the air. He's coming down now. You're going to see him pass by my units. Yeah, there he is. There he goes. About 80 feet into the air. I mean, that's no big deal. 80 feet? I jump off 80 feet ledges all the time, and I'm fine. I fall and my knees make a little crunchy sound, and it kind of hurts to walk for a while, but, like, other than that, I'm totally good. As for the enemy castle, I can't say the same for them, you know? The enemy castle struggle-lugging. Maybe they just need to get better knees. Maybe that's the solution. There it is. Damn, bro. It takes forever. Takes forever, man. Let's watch the loot come rolling in. Come rolling in. Let it come in. Please end already. Okay. XP earned. Why do I even earn XP? Doesn't matter. www.torrent.com. Start your journey today, guys. You want to end up like that guy? Or do you want to be cool like that guy? Ugh. I got a bunch of money anyway. Remember, the Bloody has been defeated. Defeated! You know what you could do? Since you stop getting experience at level 30, you could have it to where every time you get experience, is like a certain percentage of it gets converted into gold. And it'll be added to your total gold as like a bonus. It's like a level 30 gold bonus, basically. Like, for every 1,000 experience, you'll get 100 gold. So you get 130,000 experience, you'll get an additional 13,000 gold. Which... it's actually not that much. Maybe it'd be a little bit more than that, but yeah, that way it doesn't take you as long to get all the freaking gold you need to get the good stuffs, you know? The good stuffs. Do I have anything worth upgrade? I could upgrade the amazing and incredible lightning crystal. Nope. If not, then I guess I'll just get this. 23,000. Leaves me with just... if you managed to survive through all of that, I just hit end phase for like 20 turns, and you were on one castle for like 18 of those 20 turns. And you're still here? Okay, that means I'm gonna have to fight Inferno as the final boss titan. That'll be fun. Norwegian. This castle is called Norwegian. Oh dear. How many of you... oh, you're all angry at me. What the hell did I do, Viagriff? I didn't do anything to you. I haven't even seen... that was the worst comment I've ever thrown. Viagriff, I'm innocent, bro. Me and you, we're friends. I killed the guy that killed your dad, okay? Alright, I killed the guy that took all your land. Me and you have been friends this entire time, and you're gonna send a Titan after me? That just seems kind of unfair, you know? You're gonna send everything you've got, bombers... that guy that's in the middle of freaking planet whatever now, this succubus that I can't freaking kill because the comet hotkey doesn't want to work. I didn't do anything to deserve any of this, Vita Griffin. You know it. You know it's true. My god. Do I even want to get the attention of this? Yes, I do. I want to kill this before the Titan comes. I didn't get the succubus's attention. Like, I don't want the succubus's attention. That succubus has a lot of health. Doink! What's going on over here? Why are there people in the air for? I didn't ask for anybody. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's their hero. I was like, oh no. That's their... oh, but it's not my hero. It's theirs. That succubus is so annoying! My entire army! There's another one! Oh, there's the fuck. Forget it. There's like 1,000 succubus. Hurry up! The Inferno is coming soon, and I have to be ready for it. I have to have the invincibility ready so I can go up to him and beat his ass real quick. Inferno's probably the most annoying Titan, like, out of the ordinary Titans. He's a lot more annoying than the freaking Stabosaurus, I'll tell you that. Yeah, Stabosaurus is cool and all, but, I mean, he's basically just a big succubus, if you really think about it. Oh, shit. Here he comes. He's here. Fortunately, Inferno is going to be defensive, so I don't have to worry too much, because I can clear the freaking battlefield and heal and then get his attention, you know? But first, I want to get, like... I don't want anybody to be here but him. Including all of these random-ass freaking Minotaurs. I didn't even hit all of them. Whatever. Everybody go home. I've done what I wanted to do. I killed the enemy Succubus, killed the enemy hero, killed all those big old Warg Riders, discount Warg Riders. I don't remember. Dragon Riders? Yeah, I killed all of them. Now, all that's left to do is to just heal up and get your attention. Think. I do like that there's a Titan on the last level. I think it would be cool if Titans also appeared, like, towards other levels. Like, other levels get Titans. I think that's a little bit more thematic than just having it, like, appear at the last level, and then obviously they appear in the Cave of Trials. I don't know. I think they should be used more. I think the Titans are really sick, and I don't think they get enough. I don't think they see enough usage. And remember, this is Epic War 3. This is the first time a new player is going to see this Titan, right? So why not let them see it more than once before the Cave of Trials? Let it terrify them, you know? Anyway, it's approaching quickly. I've got everything I need, minus a dozen or so freaking of these guys. And once he's close, I'll just invincibility and I'll pounce on him. Actually, I'll do it now because I don't want him to attack my castle. Stupid bomb! Oh, that bomb. That bomb is so annoying. I gotta be really, really smart with this invincibility. I do not want to waste it. Now. Okay, I think that was good usage of it. I'm gonna get hit, though, and I'm gonna get launched up into the air. This Titan is insane. But the damage dealing stops there. I'll have a retreat set up so that units can turn around and freaking get back to this Titan. Kill it! Quick! Before the invincibility wears off. He's, like, permanently dabbing now. Oh. Jesus! You went the other way, though. Okay, you want to go that way. I don't really care. You do whatever the hell you want to do, man. He's going to turn around and face me now. Invincibility's gone, but so is this Titan's HP. Oh, that did 4,800 damage? Holy shit. Inferno got riggedy wrecked. Holy crap. Alright, the final castle. Vigriff. Listen, I didn't want this. We could have worked this out and been friends, but this is Epic War, not Epic Diplomacy, so I get it. I gotta kill you. It's not what I wanted, but it's what I gotta do. Sigh. Why does it always have to be like this? Oh lord, that's a lot of units. Took me about an hour and a half to beat Epic War 3. Just the main levels. I'm not going to play the Cave of Trials. Would have taken me about 30 minutes if it was at a constant 60 FPS. That's a fact. Because this, I don't know what this is. But it's slow. My god, is it slow. This certainly isn't 60 frames per second. This is like 2 frames per second. Oh, my hero died! No! No, that's it. My hero died. My hero's dead. It's over. I lost. My hero died. That's the end of the game. Vigriff won. He killed my hero. Alright, well, Epic War 3. A retrospective. Looking back at the game, playing it again, and seeing how I feel about it now, all these years later. Cleanses the palate, you know? Got a new taste for this game, playing it now, knowing how to actually play it. Not a first impressions type deal. Yeah, Epic War 3, well, I mean, the game would be fun if it was at a constant 60 FPS, but I could say that about literally any of the Epic War games. They all have performance-related issues. That's just Flash player. I'm not even going to shit on Epic War for a Flash player issue, but I mean, later levels just lack the spice. that they require to be interesting. It's like trying to eat a steak with no salt and pepper, you know? You just put it on the olive oil and you cook it, and you're like, wow, this steak is good, but, you know, I wish it had some spice on it, you know? That's kind of what the late game is. Early game, it's fun. It's not as fun as mid game, though, because mid game is when you just unlock all the new stuff, you know? You get a bunch of new units, and you're leveling up, you're getting more mana, so you can put more units on, equip more units, and upgrade more units. And then late game is just like, you've maxed out all your units, you've got the max levels on your units, the spells are way too expensive to ever max out. The only way you'd ever max them out is if you New Game Plus it, you know? And the game just slows down to a crawl, you're not getting anything new, all the fights are the same, you just go up to the castle and then just use Epic Tank to launch their revenge waves and watch the frames pass by, basically. I mean, once I got to this level, every castle afterwards was boring. And yeah, and I mean, like like seeing Inferno and seeing a Titan, you know, the Titan spices it up, you know, because now I'm not fighting under the enemy castle. Now I'm actually like having to like figure out what's the best way to get rid of this Titan. I just wish that the Titans would appear more often than at the last level and in the Cave of Trials, of course. But, like, I don't know, man. I think Epic War 3 is a great game. It's just, like, it's simple, you know? I think Art Logic games, I'm sorry, Blank Media games. I think Blank Logic games, decided that they were just going to be very simple with Epic War 3. One of the things with Epic War 2 was that it was a bit more complicated. I mean, Epic War, I wouldn't call Epic War 2 complicated, but compared to Epic War 3, Epic War 2 is actually quite complicated. Epic War 3 is simple. I mean, kill castle, claim land. You can't even lose the game because they won't attack your only castle if you only have one. Like, yeah, I mean, credits. Lead project, Rudy Suparto. Programmer, Ferry Sugarto. What the heck? Suparto and Sugarto? Are they brothers? Illustrator, animator, Abe. Oh, that's why his name is Abe Mokunaga. Fermancia, sound, Cell Kuber. Special thanks to Miguel Pro. God, I hate the font they used. This font is so hard to read. Azriel and Fandry. This font is so freaking hard to read, I swear to God. Yay! Well, we did it. Hey, I lost my New Game Plus. I lost my New Game Plus because I clicked New Game. I had a New Game Plus, and now it's gone. Yay! Fun! Because slave slots, oh my God. Save slots are too hard to implement. Okay, well, that was Epic War 3. I wanted to do this because I was a little dissatisfied with the review video being all I had to say about this game. It's a good game. I like it, but I am so excited to see what Laszlo puts together for the remaster. Uber hyped for that. Well, thank you all for watching, and I'll see all of you, of course, in the next episode. Goodbye, everybody.